Every year, 6.5 million dogs and cats are brought into shelters. Out of those dogs and cats, 1.5 million are euthanized. But on a bright side, 3.2 million of those are adopted. On the other hand, every year, there's a total of 10,000 puppy mills just in the United States alone. And those 10,000 puppy mills produce about 2 million puppies. So out of all the dogs that are being made, 2 million puppies are being made at puppy mills. Yet we're euthanizing 1.5 million animals every single year. Also, out of those 2 million puppies that are made at puppy mills, 25% of those that don't get bought end up in shelters. It's an estimated 25% of all those dogs in shelters are actually purebred dogs from puppy mills that were discarded after not being sold. So what can we do about this? I would suggest that instead of looking into buying a dog ever, you look into adopting. There's many benefits for adopting a dog instead of buying a dog. One of those benefits is that adopting a dog is simply less expensive, or adopting a cat is also less expensive. Your average cat at the Humane Society costs less than $100. Your average dog is about $150. If you're buying a dog from a no-kill shelter or one of the rescue programs, it might cost a little more, $300 to $500. But those expenses are going towards the vet, not a breeder. Those expenses are also going to good food, not a breeder's profit. Also, you're going to save money in the long run. A lot of dogs that are purebred at puppy mills have been bred and rebred with the same family tree. This will cause all sorts of genetic abnormalities, such as hip dysplasia and neuromuscular disorders. So in the long run, having a healthier dog that was a mixed breed dog or a dog found on the streets, which, believe it or not, can be healthier than a dog from a puppy mill, is actually going to save you money in medical expenses in the long run. Another really nice thing about getting a dog, adopting a dog from either a shelter or a rescue program, is that you can almost pick the behavior of your dog. A lot of times people already have pets at home, have cats at home, dogs at home, have children at home, or different kinds of living situations, maybe live in an apartment versus a house, anything like that. When you're adopting a dog, there's a good chance that you can get information about the dog, such as how they interact with children, how they interact around other people, and how they interact with other pets. If you buy one sight unseen from a breeder, you don't know what you're going to get. The dog could have a bad temperament as it grows up. It could end up attacking children or not getting along with other animals. And sad to say, a lot of people will not take the time to correct those behaviors. And that dog will just end up in a shelter as well. So being able to pick the behavior of your dog is a really big thing. I know personally, when we decided to get this little guy here, we asked around to make sure that it got along with other dogs and make sure that it had no problems with cats, which it doesn't, and he loves his cats. But maybe the biggest benefit of adopting a dog versus getting one from a breeder is that you're saving a dog's life. When you get one from a shelter, when you get one from a rescue foundation or anything like that, that dog is already alive. That dog is already in existence and he needs a home or she needs a home. And you really are saving a little animal's life and giving them a better home than just living in a kennel or a shelter somewhere. When you buy one from a breeder, you're paying somebody to profit from propagating dogs. They literally have dogs in tiny wire cages, barely big enough for them to move around. They're inseminated by other dogs. They have litter after litter after litter of puppies. And those puppies go to pet stores, and like I said before, if they don't get adopted, they just go to a shelter anyways. And from that time that they're born till they get to go to a shelter, their life is just terrible. Living in tiny little boxes, no attention from anyone, no veterinary care, and just basically no one loving them. So when it comes down to it, when it's time to get yourself a new companion and a new pet, I would urge anybody to adopt a dog instead of buying one from a breeder. It's easier on the pocketbook, save money, and you get to pick what kind of dog you want, and how he behaves, and who he gets along with, and ultimately, you're gonna save a life. Right, buddy? So, next time you get a companion, adopt, don't shop.